Look at this image carefully. The first thing I want you to notice is that there is only one thing creating value in this entire picture: contribution. The logger cuts the tree, the mill turns it into lumber, the truck driver moves it, the manufacturer creates components, the builder assembles the house, the electrician wires it, the plumber installs the pipes, the roofer installs the roof. At every step, human beings contribute. That contribution is the economy, not money, not debt, not stock prices, not financial markets. Contribution. Now ask yourself a simple question. If contribution creates all the value, then what exactly are we paying for beyond contribution? Today, we buy a 2x4 from Home Depot. We see a price, but that price isn't just the contribution required to produce the board. It's also carrying debt, interest, financial fees, profit requirements, speculation, administrative overhead, insurance costs, layers and layers of financialization. And those layers exist at every step of the chain. The logger pays them, the mill pays them, the trucking company pays them, the manufacturer pays them, the retailer pays them, and ultimately, you pay them. This is why the quantum economy begins with a simple observation. GDP tells us how much we spend. Contribution tells us how much we create. The gap between those two numbers is where the questions begin. Today, the United States produces roughly $30 trillion of economic activity. But if you isolate the human contribution embedded throughout the entire supply chain, the number is dramatically lower. The difference is not food. The difference is not houses. The difference is not healthcare. The difference is not labor. The difference is financialization. Now let's talk about quanta. The biggest misunderstanding people have is that quanta is just another form of money. It isn't. Money is born in debt. Quanta is born in contribution. Money is borrowed into existence. Quanta is earned through contribution. Money creates obligations. Quanta creates access. In the current system, payroll is treated as a cost. An employer hires a worker. The employer must recover that payroll through the price of goods and services. In the quantum economy, the grid recognizes the contribution directly. The contributor receives quanta. The product no longer has to carry the burden of paying the contributor. The grid has already recognized the contribution. That changes everything. The farmer contributes. The builder contributes. The nurse contributes. The teacher contributes. The engineer contributes. The grid recognizes all of them. The result is that the cost of goods and services begins to reflect actual contribution instead of contribution plus extraction. Same food, same houses, same healthcare, same transportation, same people, same production, but without the financial layers that currently inflate the cost of everything. This is why the quantum economy proposes something that sounds impossible until you understand the math: lower costs, higher compensation, free essentials, housing, healthcare, food, utilities, transportation. Not because we're creating something from nothing, but because we're removing something that was never contribution to begin with. Awakening begins when we recognize a simple truth. The economy is not money. The economy is not debt. The economy is not finance. The economy is us. The economy is contribution. And once we understand that, the future looks very different, committed, strategic, and relentless. The existential grizzly. If you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly.